current. A parallel plate capacitor. This is parallel plate capacitor filled with dielectrics connected to a DC source. There are no free electrons are available for the conduction in the dielectrics. As the circuit is closed, if we close the circuit by pressing this key, the conduction current IC flows through it. When we close this key, the conductor current IC, the current passes through the leads of capacitor. The electric field between the plates of capacitor increases. It causes, means this electric field causes the polarization of the dielectrics, and thus the current in the dielectrics flows due to the movement of bound charges. As we know that the dielectric consisting bound charges, the current due to bound charges is called as displacement current, or it is also called as charge separation current. The charge produced on the plate of the capacitor due to electric field is given by Q is equal to epsilon 0 AKE. Q is equal to epsilon 0 AKE. Therefore, differentiate above equation with respect to T, we get dq upon dt. Here epsilon 0 AK constant and electric field is variable. There we get dE upon dt. We have IC is equal to dq upon dt. So this is rate of flow of charge with respect to time is called as current. This is conduction current. Therefore, IC is equal to epsilon 0 AK dE upon dt, equation number 1. Now, therefore, dE upon dt is equal to what? IC upon epsilon 0 AK. dE upon dt is equal to IC upon epsilon 0 AK. Therefore, dE upon dt is directly proportional to IC at a constant A. Therefore, the rate of change of electric field dE upon dt across the capacitor is directly proportional to the current IC, that is conducting part of the term epsilon 0 AK dE upon dt is called as displacement current. Therefore, displacement current is given by epsilon 0 AK dE upon dt. For vacuum, K is equal to 1, so dielectric constant is 1. We get ID is equal to epsilon 0 A dE upon. Next article, we will see energy stored in a capacitor. While charging the condenser or capacitor, some work is done. This work is stored in the form of electrostatic energy in the condenser. So this energy is called as electrostatic energy, is called as energy stored in the capacitor or condenser. Consider a capacitor of capacitance C being charged a source V. The charge is given by Q is equal to CV. This is principle of capacity of a condenser. During charging, let small q be the charge and V be the potential difference. Here V remains constant and Q is equal to CV. C is constant value, V is constant value, Q is equal to CV. Next, therefore V is equal to Q by C. V is equal to Q by C. The work done in transferring charge Q is given by dW is equal to V dQ. As we know that from equation 2, V is equal to Q by C, we get dW is equal to Q upon C into dQ. Total work done is obtained by integrating this equation. W is equal to integration of dW. Here initial charge is 0, final charge is capital Q. We get Q by C dQ, integration of it. Okay, so here 1 by C is constant, integration from 0 to Q, Q dQ. So integration of Q dQ is Q square by 2. So W is equal to what? 1 by C bracket Q square upon 2, limit ranging from 0 to capital Q, 1 upon C, Q square by 2 minus 0 upon 2. We get W is equal to Q square upon 2C. This work stored in the form of electrical potential energy U. Therefore, U is equal to, we have to put U here. You can put U here, replace this W by U. So this is U. U is equal to Q square upon 2C. Different form. We know that Q is equal to CV. Therefore, W is equal to, or U is equal to Q square upon 2C. Put the value of Q is CV. We get C square V square upon 2C. Once C get cancelled, half CV square. This is next form. Second form. This is third. Put CV is equal to Q. We get half QV. Here after putting CV is equal to Q, we get half QE. So this is from first, this is from second, and this is from third. So this is electrical potential energy which is stored in the condenser. Van de Graaff generator. Van de Graaff generator is a device which is used to develop very high potential of order of 10 raised to 7 volt. Principle. This generator is based on, first point, the phenomenon of corona discharge, that is action of sharp points. The property that charge given to a hollow conductor is transferred to its outer surface and is distributed uniformly over it. If charge is continuously supplied to insulated metallic conductor, the potential of conductor goes on increasing. In short, if we continuously supply charge to a metallic conductor, then its potential rises. So this is principle of Van de Graaff generator. This is diagrammatic representation of Van de Graaff generator. Here P1, P2, where is P1, P2? P1 and P2 are the pulleys. B, this is BB, means conveyor belt. BB, conveyor belt. A is sprayer bush, this is sprayer bush. C is collector bush. D is dome shaped hollow conductor. E is evacuated accelerating tube, this is evacuated accelerated tube which is placed on target. I is ion source, means this is also ion source, this is also called as ion source. P is power supply, DC power supply, this is DC power supply. S is steel vessel filled with nitrogen, and M is earthen metal plate. So this is earthen metal plate which is connected to here ground. So this is what diagrammatic representation of what Van de Graaff generator. Now construction, look at Van de Graaff generator consists of a dome shaped steel vessel. So this is dome shaped steel vessel, first point, and endless conveyor belt B dash, endless conveyor belt B dash, made up of insulating materials such as reinforced rubber or silk, can move over pulley P1 and P2. So this conveyor belt B dash made of insulating materials such as reinforced rubber or silk can move over two pulleys P1 and P2. The belt is continuously moving by a motor. This motor is not shown in the figure, so this is direction of it. So here motor is connected here, driving the lower pulley P1. A spraying comb A having sharp metal spikes, this is metal spikes, is connected to DC source, and collecting comb C, this is collecting comb C, which is connected to metal conductor D. The discharge tube E acts as source of ion. Discharge tube E acts as source of ion. The target is placed on the other end of the tube. This is target. To avoid leakage of charges, this steel vessel S is filled with the nitrogen and methane at high pressure. Now working here, the electric motor is switched on. The conveyor belt rotates. As the electric motor is switched on, the conveyor belt rotates. The spray brush A continuously spraying positive charge on the belt B. Belt carries the charges in upward direction, which is collected by collector brush C and sent to dome shaped metallic conductor. This charge is distributed over the outer surface of the dome. Its potential rises to a very high value due to accumulation of the charges on it. The potential of electrode E also rises due to its high value. Now look at here, if the charge is continuously applied to this metallic conductor D, then its potential also goes on increasing. The positive ions such as proton or deuterium for a small vessel, actually which is not shown in the figure, somewhere is here, containing ionized hydrogen or deuterium are introduced in the upper part of the accelerated. These ions, repelled by electrode E, are accelerated in downward direction here due to very high fall of potential along the tube. These ions acquire very high energy. These energies charged particles are then directed so as to strike the desired target. Let us see uses of Van de Graaff generator first. The main use of Van de Graaff generator is produce very high energy charged particle having energy of order of 10 mega electron volts. Such high energy particles are used to carry out disintegration of nuclei of different elements, to produce radioactive isotopes, to study the nuclear structure, to study different types of nuclear reaction, and last one is accelerating electrons to sterilize food and to process material.